I think GCCs follow where the talent is. So if we have the right talent that can either be trained, upskilled, reskilled in tier 2 cities, I don't think it's going to be a challenge. And it's at the imperative and it's for our benefit of inclusive growth to have tier 2 cities come up the curve because 90% of our GCCs are in tier 1 cities, as we call it, the big six. But we at least have to expand to 5 or 6 cities more so that we reduce the load on the tier 1 city infrastructure as well as we parallelly develop the tier 2 cities infrastructure. So I think it's a given, it's not a choice. We will have to do it and definitely if we are aiming for a 5,000 GCC number as we have discussed in today's summit, there is no escape from bringing our tier 2 cities up to the curve.
And what outcome we can expect from this business summit?
I think there has been a lot of focus on what can we do to ease out the setup of these GCCs. What can we do to ease out the setup of these GCCs, whether it's from a regulatory tax perspective or from finding them the right talent and the infrastructure. So the expectation out of this GCC summit is to reiterate that there are massive policy changes and massive talent development that is required. A lot is being done by the government. I think it's more about how do we achieve at a successful implementation. That's the outcome. Yeah.
What value you are expecting to add in the Indian economy and how much job creation you are?
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you talk about the numbers now, about $65 billion of revenue comes from GCCs. We are looking at achieving a number of $120 billion in revenue in the next 5 years, which would mean that we are almost doubling the jobs that are there, at least creating 150 to 2,000 jobs every year. So it's going to be a huge jump, both in terms of direct employment and indirect employment. So direct employment would be the employees that you have directly in GCCs, but there is other indirect employment also with housekeeping, transport, office support, etc. So that's another layer of employment that's going to add to our economy. And the natural catalyst of having so many GCCs is an improved infrastructure, because GCC operate in a backbone where there is massive infrastructure, both in terms of good office spaces, but also communities where people can live and work happily.
And you take on Indian economy?
I think Indian economy is at a boom. GCCs will contribute a lot to achieve our 2047 Viksit Bharat objective and also our 2030 vision. So I think we are the powerhouse for the overall world.
We as Deloitte are very, very bullish about GCC growth, because there are a couple of reasons why. One is, out of the Fortune 2000 companies, only 33% are in India. Still 67% have not come into India. Second, we see a lot of mid-market companies coming from overseas, right? And they are growing at 39% year on year. So there is a big potential between the $100 to $1 billion companies. Third is, most of the GCCs are still from the US, UK. There are still many countries that remain untapped. So therefore, and fourth, we've got the best talent when it comes to AI, when it comes to STEM. Therefore, we have the right potential also to do GCC work across the world. So therefore, we're very bullish that this 5,000 is a very achievable number, as well as the fact that this the potential to grow between $470 to $600 billion from GCC is also a number that we think is very possible.
What is the time frame from 1,800 now to 5,000?
In the next 5 years. We believe in the next 5 years it is possible.
What is your overall impact on employment and generation?
So on employment right now, so the GCCs have about 2.1 million. Then you have indirect people, another 2 million and odd, and then there is an induced employment, which is about 5 million. So it's about 10 million, 9 to 10 million. We believe over the next 5 years that can grow to about 25 million. So across where about 5 million would be direct, another 5 million would be indirect, and then of course another 15 million would be induced.
So what framework can be kept in the mind for the growth?
So 2 or 3 things. I think one is clearly the ease of doing business. That means a single window for all kinds of state and central government clearances so that GCCs can be set up easily. Second is any regulatory things, for example on tax and other things, to ensure that the regulatory restrictions are removed so that the GCCs can be easily set up. And third is talent. So having really good talent, both built at a college level right, as well as good trainings and certifications can ensure that India has the right talent, because the new GCCs will not only do transactional work, but they will do heavy engineering work, more innovative work, which will come into India.
CI's growth projection for Indian economy is between 6.4 to 6.7%, and the report which was saying that Indian economy will be a $10 trillion economy in the next decade. What is your take on the Indian economy?
I mean, we are fortunate that our economy is probably one of the strongest in the world, the strongest amongst all large economies, and we see that this number of 6 to 7% growth will continue for many years to come. I think there is still a lot more in the Indian economy, so we are very bullish about India.
And if you can about the FTAs, India is doing a lot of FTAs. Currently, Indian team is in US for the bilateral trade agreement. How do you see these FTAs and the US trade talk going on?
I think the trade talks are a negotiation. So obviously, America would want to have access to a lot of goods in want to sell their goods in India. India wants to have same access. I think so. This will continue. It's a negotiation, so it will go a little bit of up and down. But overall, I do think India and US have a very good relationship, and therefore we should be able to get this trade agreement soon.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो जीसीसी का जो बिजनेस ओवरऑल ये $100 बिलियन क्रॉस करेगा, और अभी करंटली 1.9 मिलियन पीपल वर्क इन जीसीसीज, और एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी के हिसाब से ये अगले 4-5 साल में बहुत ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट करेगा. सेकंड इज अभी भी मोर देन हाफ ऑफ ग्लोबल जीसीसीज आर प्लेस इन इंडिया, और ये बढ़ेगा. यूएस इज द बिगेस्ट कंट्रीब्यूटर, यूरोप और अदर कंट्रीज से जीसीसी आएंगे. तो ये सिर्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट और इन्वेस्टमेंट ही नहीं है, हमारे जो स्किल अपग्रेडेशन हो रहा है टेक्नोलॉजी में इंडियन लोगों का, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिग नीडल मूवर.
रियल एस्टेट किस तरह से देखेंगे जीसीसी के अराउंड?
तो अभी आप देखें, इस साल 2025 में फर्स्ट हाफ में जितनी भी ऑफिस लीजिंग हुई है 40% जीसीसी में हुई है. तो ये बहुत बड़ा पार्ट है ऑफिस कमर्शियल रियल एस्टेट का. और अभी जो हमारी ग्रोथ ऑफिस मार्केट में हो रही पिछले 1-2 साल से, जीसीसी इज द वन ऑफ द मेजर कंट्रीब्यूटर्स टू दैट.
ओवरऑल अगर हम रियल एस्टेट ट्रेंड की बात करें तो क्या ग्रोथ देखी जा रही है ऑफिस स्पेस में, रेजिडेंशियल में?
देखिए, अगर मैं ऑफिस से शुरू करूं तो पिछले कुछ सालों से ऑफिस हमारा जितना लीजिंग इंडिया में हो रही, दुनिया में कहीं और नहीं हो रही. ये साल मैंने सोचा था थोड़ा स्लो डाउन हुआ है, वो नहीं है. वी विल स्टिल ग्रो. पिछले आप देखिए 80+ मिलियन स्क्वायर फीट ऑफिस स्पेस वाज टेकन अप लास्ट ईयर. इस साल भी उतना ही एक्सपेक्टेड है, उससे थोड़ा ज्यादा ही है. तो कमर्शियल रियल एस्टेट में काफी एक्टिविटी होगी गोइंग फॉरवर्ड, एंड जीसीसी विल बी वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट्स. अगर रेजिडेंशियल में हम देखें तो रेजिडेंशियल में ऑलरेडी सेल्स आप देखिए पिछले 3-4 साल से मार्केट बहुत अच्छी है, स्पेशली हाई एंड में रेजिडेंशियल में. बट अब न्यू सप्लाई भी आ रही है मिड और लोअर एंड में, तो रेजिडेंशियल में एक्टिविटी रहेगी. नो डाउट रेजिडेंशियल मार्केट में प्राइसेस ऊपर नीचे तो मार्केट के हिसाब से चलेंगे, बट ओवरऑल रेजिडेंशियल मार्केट का एक्सपेंशन होगा. एंड देन वी सी लॉजिस्टिक्स और वेयर हाउसिंग. एंड वन थिंग इंटरेस्टिंग जो कि हम देख रहे हैं कि एक्सपेंशन होगा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में, क्योंकि इंडिया अभी ओवरऑल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कम है, बट हम इंडस्ट्रियल रियल एस्टेट में ग्रोथ देखेंगे आने वाले टाइम में.